What's up, guys? Welcome back to another installment of 5-Minute Film School. This week we are taking a look at Mike Nichol's 1967 film, The Graduate. Come check it out.
It's in the main bowl. Can I help you, sir?
What? Oh, no. I'm just...
Are you here for an affair, sir?
What?
With the Singleman party, sir?
Oh, yes. The Singleman party.
It's in the main ballroom.
Ah, thank you.
The Graduate stars Dustin Hoffman as Benjamin Braddock, a recent college graduate who is struggling to determine what he will do after college. Benjamin is kind but socially awkward, as he is constantly being praised by his parents and their friends. At his graduation party, he comes into contact with the wife of his dad's business partner, Mrs. Robinson. Soon, the two start an illicit affair, which ultimately changes Benjamin's life for better and worse. The Graduate is ranked number 17 as one of the greatest films of all time, and it is considered to be one of Dustin Hoffman's greatest performances in his long career. What makes The Graduate an interesting film is the soundtrack, which alone creates a melancholic mood. The film's director, Mike Nichols, used the music of Simon and Garfunkel to help represent the state of mind that Benjamin is going through. The song tracks showcase how music can play as big of a character to the film as the actors do. The Graduate is by no means an independent film, but when you watch it, it certainly has that indie feel. The quirky music, the smart comedy, and awkward situations help shape The Graduate into being the classic that it has become. Mike Nichols wanted the audience to see the world through Benjamin's eyes. For many shots in the film, the camera takes on a first-person point of view. Ben is always looking up at someone, and we never see that first-person point of view from anyone else's eyes except Benjamin's. For instance, there is a scene midway through the film when Ben's dad buys a brand new scuba suit. He wants Ben to show it off to their friends, so the camera actually takes place inside the scuba suit, where there is no sound except for Ben breathing. When Ben jumps into the water, you could say this is significant. Throughout the entire film, Ben's parents are harping on him to sketch out a plan for his future. They nag, and Ben in this moment feels like drowning. The only way for him to escape is through the silence of the waters and the swimming pool. It's the only place where Ben cannot hear the outside world telling him what to do. Of course, the most integral part of this film is the sexual relationship between Ben and Mrs. Robinson. Mrs. Robinson's seduction of Ben is the most iconic. It's filled with wit and humor, and the camera angle in between her leg is a representation of Ben's innocence and lack of sexual experience.
I mean, you didn't really think I'd do something like that.
Like what?
What do you think?
Well, I don't know.
For God's sake, Mrs. Robinson. Here we are. You got me into your house. You give me a drink. You put on music. Now you start opening up your personal life to me and tell me your husband won't be home for hours.
So?
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me.
Every scene with Mrs. Robinson shows her wearing some sort of animal pattern clothing, which shows that she is a predator, searching for prey, and in this case, it is Benjamin. Many films since The Graduate's release have capitalized on older women seducing young men who yearn for sexual appetite. Does Stifler's mom from American Pie ring a bell? Of course, the relationship doesn't last, and it leads the characters in an awkward place and puts Ben in a sticky situation, especially when he falls in love with Mrs. Robinson's daughter, Elaine. The Graduate is a great coming-of-age story with humor and wonderful characters. The camera techniques were creative, and Simon and Garfunkel's music helped create a melancholic mood that resonates with the characters. Each shot is masterfully crafted, and it is one of the first counterculture films of the 1960s. Director Mike Nichols won Best Director for The Graduate, and rightfully so. The film is masterfully written and is considered by film scholars and critics to have one of the best scripted dialogues in movie history. Mike Nichols pushed the boundaries with sexual tension in The Graduate, and it shows that even the most innocent victim can become trapped under the banner of a beautiful older woman. So, here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.